Hello, YouTube. You're watching Regrets. We're here to do our Raw review for August 31st, 2015. And it was the return of the icon. Sting made his appearance to talk about Seth Rollins and to challenge him officially to the match at Night of Champions. Now, what are your thoughts on this match, Alex?
Well, I think it's going to be a hell of a match, but I got a couple concerns here. I like Rollins, but I really don't want him to lose the title, and here's why. As much as I also like Sting, he's a part-timer, just like Brock Lesnar is and was. Now, when they had Brock Lesnar win the title, I don't know how many months ago, he was off of TV for a few months, and he rarely defended the title. So if they have Sting win it, my fear is the fact that he's not going to be there on a consistent basis. And it's just frustrating from a fan's perspective because you want to see that title defended on every pay-per-view event. And I get the argument for it is the fact that it makes it extra special when the title is defended only every once in a while as opposed to every opportunity. But I don't know. As a fan, I feel cheated when I don't see that title defended on every pay-per-view event. What are your thoughts?
Okay, here are my thoughts. My thoughts are, do we really want to see Sting lose at another pay-per-view? He already had his loss against Triple H at WrestleMania, and now all of a sudden he's going to be in a title picture, and everybody's so high on Seth right now. It's like, my hands are tied because I like them both so very much. I grew up watching Sting, and the kid in me wants to see Sting win it just to say, okay, he held it. He held the WWE title after being in WCW all these years. He's finally a WWE champion. And now that would be great, but then again, how long does he really hold it for?
That's another good point because he is 56 too. So I mean, how can he have a long title run being that old? I don't get how the WWE could justify that.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I'm sure he's in good shape for a 56-year-old. I'm not disputing that. But, I mean, at the same time, he will be more likely to get injured than a wrestler that say that they're 30 or upper 20s. It just obvious. I know I'm stating the obvious, but still.
But for the sake of holding the title, yeah, I'd like to see it happen. I just don't know the legitimacy of having him have it. Because it's like, really? You're going to have this guy win it and then leave. But
I just don't want to see another Lesnar situation. That's all I'm saying. If he does win it, I'm okay with Sting winning it. As long as it's short term, not long term. If it's short term, it's great for the fans. It's great to see because he's had a long career. He's paid his dues. He deserves it. But if he goes on this long title run, they can't justify it. And in that aspect, it's not good for the fans. Short term, it's good for the fans. Long term, it's not. In my opinion.
I think he would show up more, though, because when he was TNA champion, he did all the dates that he had to do. He wasn't, like, gone. He was defending it. He was even wrestling on regular episodes of Impact. So I think he could hold it for a little while, but right now it doesn't seem like it's the time.
What's his style of wrestling? The way he wrestles, is he less likely to get injured compared to other wrestlers? Obviously, he's not really a high flyer, so...
Yeah, no, because he only does the Stinger Splash in the corner and the Scorpion Death Drop and the Scorpion...
So he only has a few moves.
Yeah, submissions. Pretty much, submits them.
So, I mean, the way he wrestles, I mean, that he does have going for him. But like I said, he's old. By wrestling standards, he's pretty old.
Yeah, plus there's still rumors of having him and Taker. It's like, do you want to have an almost 60-year-old go against a 50-year-old? Who carries who in the match? I don't know. I'd still like to see it, but I don't know. I feel like I would be let down in a way. As cool as the match would be, just like 20 years ago maybe, when
Yeah.
they were in their prime. But
That would be amazing, but
I don't know.
how interesting would this be? And it would be interesting on one hand, but at the same time, it would be kind of sucky too. Okay, so Sting wins the title from Rollins at Night of Champions, and then Sheamus cashes in on him.
That would
Do you
suck.
think that would happen, possibly?
Yeah, because he's a face, and you don't want to have Sheamus cash in on Seth Rollins, a heel on a heel. But he almost did a couple weeks ago on Raw until Orton stopped him. So you can't, pretty much it's anything goes now. No one cares if you're a heel or a face. You got that Money in the Bank, they'll cash in on anyone.
Yeah.
If the opportunity's there.
That would be the definition of a cup of coffee. Having the title for a cup of coffee. If he wins it, and then the same night he loses it to Sheamus.
So.
And then on top of that, Rollins is also going to defend his U.S. title against Cena. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't like it.
How so?
I mean, I don't like it because it's Cena. I'd rather have somebody else get another shot, but whatever. Cena has to get in the spotlight somehow. And if he wins it back, hopefully he'll continue to do the open challenges. That's the only thing. If he wins it, then we know that he's going to do the open challenges like he's been doing before. Until someone, someone grateful will win it. Someone who deserves the prize of being the United States champion. So, in that aspect, yeah, I would like to see him get it back. Because Seth Rollins is good with the one title, but unless they're going to unify him, but I'd rather have that be with the Intercontinental title.
That would be the worst night ever for Rollins. If he loses both titles in one night, that would suck.
I mean, like if he loses,
in some match,
if he loses one, it's like it's okay. But then again, so he loses the one to Cena, and then all of a sudden, after he has this big, huge match with Sting, then you have Sheamus cash in on Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins becomes the new authority figure. And then
you mean Sheamus?
Sheamus becomes the new authority figure, and then Sheamus will be the new heel, even more than he already is, and be in the authority's back pocket, and then Seth Rollins will turn face.
And reunite with the Shield.
Yeah.
Imagine this. Rollins turns face, reunites with the Shield, but then that's short-lived because Reigns or Ambrose turns heel.
Right. There's so many aspects.
So many different scenarios.
On how they can do it. It's just how they do it. Because does anyone really want to see Sheamus as champion? I know I sure don't. I don't care.
That's just stupid.
I don't care if he's a heel or a face.
The only reason why he's going to become the champion again is to promote some movie that I have no idea what the title is, but I know he's going to be in some movie, right?
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
2.
okay.
He will be playing Rocksteady.
He's going to be the lead in that?
One of the lead villains.
So, that's the only reason...
That's the only thing that has me excited.
To promote his movie.
To be in the Ninja Turtles. That's the only thing that has me
But,
excited.
When he does cash in, he's not going to go on a long title run because he's going to have to leave the WWE for a while to shoot that movie.
I already shot it.
Oh, okay. Scratch that.
But,
I didn't know that. Okay, never mind.
But he's
going to be promoting the hell out of that movie when he has that title.
Yeah, depending on if he goes overseas or anything for that, which would be pretty cool. So, but the only thing, then again, he did beat out CM Punk for that role too, and that kind of had me pissed. So,
if CM Punk was still in the WWE, he'd probably be in it.
Probably.
But
because originally he wanted to be Casey Jones. Then Stephen Amell got that. Then he would have been Rocksteady. But then Sheamus got that role. He wanted some role in that movie, but he didn't get it, unfortunately.
So, let us know your thoughts. I know that we said that we were going to talk about other matches in Raw, but this video is already almost 10 minutes. So, let us know your thoughts. Do you think Rollins is going to lose any of the titles at Night of Champions? If so, which one? Or do you think he's going to lose both? And how do you think it's going to play out? Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Follow us on Twitter at Ring Rants. Like our Facebook page. Our fan base is growing. We couldn't be happier. And we're very excited and pumped to see what the future holds. I mean, we really appreciate all the support. Any last thoughts?
Seth Rollins is the greatest champion of all time. And they just need to keep pushing him to the moon and back. Because without him, I'm bored. And, well, I got the Wyatts. But
yeah.
Besides talking about the Wyatts, Seth Rollins is my new hero at the moment.
And he's no longer the future. He's the present.
He's the man.
He's the man, and he's the present.
So,
mark my words.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And I can't believe we went through this whole video without mentioning my new hairdo. Like it?
What are you?
I went to the barber the other day.
Are you a Zack Ryder fan?
Yeah, where the hell is he? But that's for another video. Woo, woo, woo.
You know it.